Hello everybody, Hardboiled Greg here. Excited today to show you my new Seat Concepts seat. Well, at least the makings of a seat. I decided to get the low comfort seat for my 2019 Husqvarna FE 250. It's February 19th today. I ordered it on January 2nd, so it's taken a little while, mostly due to COVID. And I ordered the low comfort. I know it won't be as comfortable as the non-low, just the standard size, but at 5'9", being fairly new to dirt biking, cutting a little bit of height off my bike will give me more confidence in the slower technical stuff. So I opted for the low one, knowing that it might not be as comfortable. But anybody who knows the stock seat on these things knows these things aren't comfortable at all. So I'm hoping for a vast improvement with the Seat Concepts seat as we get to it. I read on the Seat Concepts website they recommend using a T50 staple for doing this project. They didn't say what size on the website. I ended up getting a 1/4 inch staple only because as I was out and about today, the 1/4 inch T50 staples were the only ones I could find in stainless steel, because stainless steel is recommended, which makes sense. You know, you don't want them rusting on your seat. So I got the 1/4 inch staples. We'll see how that goes. I also picked up a can of the 3M Super 77 adhesive that they recommended for adhering the foam to the plastic piece of the seat itself. And I know that I have a couple of hand staple guns that I could try to use, but a lot of people, as I read online in forums and such, had a really hard time with the hand staple guns getting the staples to set properly in the seat. So I went out and bought this Arrow pneumatic staple gun at Lowe's today for $35. I know some people online also said, hey, just take it to an upholstery shop. They'll do it for $25, $30, but I figured I'm the kind of guy that I'd rather pay that $25, $30 towards a tool that I'm going to have from then on again, so I can use it for other things. So anyway, I think I got the stuff that I need. I'm going to start tonight with removing the staples, removing the old seat and cleaning the seat up. So looking at the staples that I pulled out of the seat, comparing the size of those with the staples that I bought, they appear to be 1/4 inch. Now, so we pull off the old foam off the seat pan. Anyway, next step is to thoroughly clean the seat pan off. Alright. So I do have a little bit down here and here that's not coming off easily with just the soap and water, so I will get a little Goo Gone adhesive remover and try it on there. Alright. I got the Goo Gone. Let's try that out. Okay, I think that the seat pan is thoroughly cleaned now. Let's do a side-by-side comparison of the two foams before I put the foam on the pan and the cover on it. So you can see this is the Seat Concepts foam, the low comfort, and this is the stock that came off of the seat on the bike. You can see the difference in the width down in this area here versus the stock Husqvarna seat. It is softer also. Height wise, we get down here and kind of look at it this way. It's not significant by any means. So we'll see if there's any noticeable difference once we get it all back together and put on the bike. All right, it's time to put the foam on the pan. Said for 2 surface bonding, you can spray both surfaces. Give it a few moments here. Okay, I think it's sufficiently tacky now. So we will see if we can do this. Oh, dang it. Maybe I let it sit for a little too long. All right, that looks pretty decent now. Should do it. The instructions that came with it say that it comes with a thin plastic sheet as a water barrier. And the videos I've watched online of people have this thin, not quite as clear as the plastic bag that the seat comes in, but a thinner type material that they use. Mine didn't come with that, even though it says in the instructions that it comes with an optional sheet of plastic. I did read on some forums that some people had just used the bag that it came in, so I'm just going to use the plastic bag that the seat came in, like some others have done, to put on my seat. So I'm just going to put it in the bag like this, kind of cut this top part out. Cut it down so it's a little closer in size to the actual seat cover, and we'll see how that looks. All right, so I kind of have it roughly cut to I think where I want it to be. Just generous on how much of an overlap I left of the plastic, thinking that once I get the seat cover stapled down, I can trim any excess plastic off. So I've kind of left it like this. Okay, gonna make sure I have this centered nicely. Instructions recommend putting a couple of staples in the front and in the rear as you start working on it. It seems like I have an awful lot of slack. I've got my pneumatic stapler set to 60 psi. So we'll try this out and see how it works. Well, that worked well. Went right in with no problem. Now we'll do the same thing at the rear. I'm fully under the impression I may end up doing a few staples somewhere along the way. Try and get that seam over the edge of the pan. I'm not aiming too well, 'cause I'm not sticking them in the pan. Try and get it up a little tighter as I come down here. I mean, doesn't it seem like a lot of excess slack in the black material section here for this? Still seems really loose in the saddle here. But you can see I can't go, especially in this area right here, I can't go too much further in with staying on the black material. Maybe I don't need to stay on the black material, but it's a little stronger material, so I think that's kind of where I want my pressure points to be, have the most support. All right, so I'm gonna do that, finish that off. Put more staples in the sides here, pull out any of them that look a little bit loose, and tighten it up, and then we'll be right back. All right, it's done. By no stretch do I consider this my finest work, but it seems to be secure. The end down here ended up being not as clean as I'd like, but it folded up nicely, and I think when you get once you get the seat on the bike, it's gonna look fine. My light's not so great. Let's get it down here. Again, not my finest of work, but for the first go around, I think it looks pretty decent. Now I'll go put it on the bike. There we go. I got it back on the bike.